Today, we're looking at Microsoft's TRELLIS.2. TRELLIS.2 is an open-source image-to-3D model. Microsoft describes it as a high-fidelity 3D generative model, around 4 billion parameters, built to produce fully textured assets at very high resolution. But here's the practical framing. This isn't a 3D curiosity. It's aimed at usable assets for real pipelines, games, product visuals, content creation. Think of it like this. You start with a single image, and the system tries to output a real 3D object with materials that behave like materials. Metal looks metallic, glass can be transparent, and you can change lighting without the object falling apart. In plain terms, materials that respond to light in a more realistic way. The official demos are mainly trying to prove 4 things. 1. It can generate high-quality 3D with texture, not just a rough shape. 2. It can handle difficult geometry. 3. It supports real material properties, not only color. 4. It's efficient enough to be usable. First, speed and detail. They show timing at different resolutions. At 512 cubed, they present results in a few seconds. At 1024, it takes longer. And at 1536, it can approach around a minute total, shape plus materials, tested on an NVIDIA H100. You don't need to memorize the numbers. The point is the direction. They're presenting something that scales up in detail and still stays within iteration speed on strong hardware. Second, hard geometry. A lot of 3D generators fail when the object isn't a simple closed blob. TRELLIS.2 highlights tricky cases. Open surfaces, like clothing or leaves. Non-manifold geometry, even internal structures. Why does that matter? Because that's where many AI 3D outputs become unusable. So when official demos focus on edge cases, it's a signal they're chasing asset usefulness, not just nice renders. Third, materials. They list specific properties they want to model: base color, roughness, metallic, opacity. That sounds technical, but the payoff is simple. You can relight the object and it still behaves like a real object. If it's glossy, it catches highlights. If it's matte, it stays soft. If it's partially transparent, it reacts more like glass or plastic. This is where 3D from image becomes more than a novelty. It becomes something you can drop into a scene and actually render. Now, their claimed core idea. They introduce a representation called O-Voxel. It's meant to store geometry and appearance together, and they claim it helps with complex topology and richer materials. You don't need the math to understand the pitch. They're trying to avoid the usual trade-off, where you get either a decent shape or a decent texture, but rarely both. They also provide official demos in multiple forms. They include a demo video file on GitHub, and they note it's compressed due to GitHub size limits, with a higher quality version on the project page. They also provide an official Hugging Face Space demo. The workflow is simple. Upload an image, generate a 3D model, preview it, and export a GLB, a practical boundary based on their official notes. Running locally is not on any laptop. They state the code is tested on Linux, and they mention an NVIDIA GPU with at least 24 gigabytes of memory, verified on A100 and H100. So the public demo is accessible. Local running is for serious hardware. So the takeaway from Microsoft's official demos is this. TRELLIS.2 pushes 3D generation toward what creators actually need: shape plus real materials, support for difficult geometry, and a public demo with open-source code behind it. If you've been waiting for 3D AI to feel less like a toy and more like a tool, this is one of the clearest steps in that direction. By the way, I cover brand new AI releases every few days. If you want to keep up without digging through the noise, feel free to subscribe. Stay chill.